Massive waves and coastal flooding are wreaking havoc for a third day in many of California's coastal communities, where extreme conditions have forced water rescues, washed away cars. The unusually large surf, often towering over 20 feet, has prompted beach closures along the California coast and sent damaging deluges of water into several beachside streets, homes, and businesses.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh.
In hard-hit Ventura County, waves have surged over seawalls and carried parked cars down the street and into significant intersections, blocking first responders' paths. Fire Captain Brian McGrath, affiliate TNLA. Flooding in a local hotel also caused damage in all of its ground floor rooms, he said. Weather stations in Los Angeles and the San Francisco Bay Area said waves can be as high as 20 feet, producing a life-threatening situation for beachgoers. Several viral videos posted on social media showed the waves crashing on the coast, causing damage to roads, loose items, and some vehicles. At least 8 people have been injured.
Jeff, look at that!
The waves damaged government buildings in Ventura County, eroded beaches, and prompted water rescues throughout the state. The Ventura County Fire Department issued an evacuation warning around 10 a.m. local time on Saturday for residents bordering the Pacific Coast Highway from Seacliff Avenue South to Emma Wood Group Camp. In the San Francisco Bay Area, forecasters said a coastal flood warning and high surf warning would remain in effect into early Saturday afternoon. Breaking waves of 26-30 feet were expected along west-facing beaches along the central and northern California coastline, it said. At least 8 inured in California as massive waves flood coastal towns around San Francisco, Monterey, and Big Sur coasts. Dangerously large waves of 28-33 feet were expected, while waves of 15-20 feet with sets to 25 feet were experienced around Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo. Ventura County officials have closed all beaches through New Year's Eve due to the 15 to 20-foot waves set to slam into the coast through Saturday evening. The county, along with Hermosa, Manhattan, and Palos Verdes beaches, face the most extreme surf on Saturday and are at risk for significant coastal flooding. in Santa Cruz County law enforcement has issued an evacuation warning for several coastal areas as high surf is expected to bring flooding once again. The National Weather Service has issued a high surf warning for much of the Monterey Bay, warning that dangerously large breaking waves of 26 to 30 feet, with up to 38 feet possible at favored locations. Around Santa Cruz, seaside streets were littered with debris, soaked with flooding and battered by big waves. The city closed the Santa Cruz Wharf, Main Beach and Cowell Beach because of the massive waves and resulting damage. At Rio Del Mar State Beach in Santa Cruz, logs littered the sandy coast and onlookers sat on perches witnessing Mother Nature in action. In addition, West Cliff in Santa Cruz was also closed between Columbia and David Way. The iconic road is still being repaired from last year's storms. At Rio Del Mar Beach, the waves crashed over walls, flooding streets and depositing massive trees and driftwood ashore. Early in the morning, the Stinson Beach Fire Department issued an evacuation order for several neighborhoods because of high surf, as the winds and waves were enormous, telling people they could find a temporary safe harbor at the Stinson Beach Community Center. The order was issued just before 10 a.m., and people were sent to the Stinson Beach Community Center for refuge. Residents in the Calas Pinos, Pradero, Sierra, Honda Resaca, Ribera, Embarcadero, and sections of Calle del Arroyo weren't told to return to their homes until early in the afternoon. An evacuation warning was issued earlier for some residents in areas around the Pacific Coast Highway in Ventura County due to high surf, the fire department announced Saturday. The warning was lifted Saturday afternoon. Ventura first responders rescued about 10 people on Friday who thought they were able to navigate that high surf, the fire captain said. 2 beachgoers also helped pull a struggling lifeguard out of the water as the lifeguard was trying to get back to shore after rescuing a person near the pier. Firefighter Andy Van Siver. On Saturday, residents in Ventura and the central coast city of Santa Cruz began to clean the debris left behind from the rogue waves. In Orange County, several beaches remained closed due to minor flooding in parking lot areas.
Everybody, leave the bag!
Overall, this is expected to be an exceptional high surf and coastal flooding event that has not occurred in many years, the Weather Service said. Take caution and heed the direction of local authorities and lifeguards. Never ever turn your back to the water, as damaging and life-threatening sneaker waves are likely to occur. The wave crashed over a barrier along the Southern California beach, tossing a wall of fast-moving water at a group of onlookers who rushed to escape the deluge, witness video shows. Seawater quickly knocked some people off their feet and pummeled cars as drivers tried to speed away. Nearly 20 people were briefly swept away in the incident, and 8 people were taken to the hospital. Ventura officials said high water and dangerous rip currents will churn along some of California's beaches through the weekend as much of the west coast, spanning from the US-Mexico border to southern Oregon, is under coastal flood and high surf alerts, the National Weather Service said.